too. Knows about the grind. Yeah, the bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. What's up, Nasties? Happy Wednesday. How you doing? Welcome to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Of course, live from the William Huff Studios here on the west side of the city. It's Zach Kubish, Joaquin Gage, Hernan Salas here with you this Wednesday afternoon. It's going to be a fun show. Lots to get to. We'll get some updates from Elks practice, of course. Who dis? Number 5, Joaquin. Connor Hrabchak from Winnipeg Sports Talk will join us to talk about the Jets offseason. They just signed Dylan Samberg to a 3-year deal today, avoiding arbitration. So we'll have a good conversation there with Connor. Hernan's World, 140, always brought to you by the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Inside the Numbers, Faces of the Franchise, and Simoni Lawrence, former Ticats linebacker, absolute legend there in Hamilton. He now works on their radio broadcast team, so we'll get a good idea of what's in store for the Elks from Simoni Lawrence. That's at 2:20. Like always, hit us up, River Korean Box, 780-218-9999, and slam that thumbs up and hit us up on the good old nasty chat. Joaquin, my friend, how are you? How's your Starbucks coffee?
Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. We are all just prisoners here of our own device.
What is that again?
No,
what is it?
Coob knows it.
Hotel California, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm upset with this thing. I'll tell you, I was upset. I should have stopped. I should have picked up coffee because I like to make it here. It's the same thing as when I go to a restaurant and I order something and I go, I could have made this. Come on.
Yeah,
I get very upset.
That's like anything in life, Joaquin.
Not everything. Sometimes you go to a place and go, wow, you want the wow factor, right?
Yeah.
There's no wow factor. The only wow factor is in my bank account right now. It's going, wow, that was a lot.
You're going to get the shakes pretty soon because that's strong coffee.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I love it. I love Starbucks. And you know what's it's just across the street now. So I see a lot of Starbucks in our future.
It's a nice little jaunt. I won't lie to you. Our golf zone, what was it called? Where we went over and played indoor.
Shoot. Oh man.
Gimme Golf.
Gimme
Yeah, that's
virtual
right
golf.
there.
Yeah.
There's a new. I ran into Awanik leaving. He's got his favorite playhouse. It's not the kids' playhouse, but the Dollar Tree right there. It opened up. I went in there looking for coffee. They don't sell coffee.
More importantly, Swiss Chalet.
Chalet au Suisse.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love Swiss Chalet.
So that's there. I mean, Tim Hortons, you just it's a little bit more of a jaunt. It'd be tough in the winter, but sometimes a nice little winter walk is good. Right now, it's like really nice out.
This is Hernan weather right.
The only thing we need, I'll tell you right now, is a light right there or a pedestrian sign right there.
It's a little crazy there.
Yeah.
Busy road. Reed and I were talking about it watching you cross the street.
I felt like I was playing Frogger.
Unless you go all the way to the end and use the lights there.
Going all the way
I know, but it is a little dangerous. It is a little dangerous.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Hey, I ran yesterday outside with my new shoes. I felt like the Flash. Seriously. It's my best time ever, man.
Really?
Yeah, my feet felt great. It was an awesome time. Hips a little bit, like it wasn't like last week. It's a little bit sore, but something I can power through. Couple Advils.
Let's get Dusty. He should have a cold tub in here so we can have a cold plunge.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine?
It'd be good. It would be really good. Yesterday it was kind of neat in here because we have the TV that's sitting over there, so we have Jay's games on, which is cool.
Yeah.
So when you see my eyes darting on, it's not Coob doing something wrong. He's actually on the other side, and I can't see what he's doing. But I was kind of like, I couldn't believe the game, them just getting destroyed. So it piqued my interest to watch the second half of the doubleheader. And I watched for a bit, and they got kind of smoked. Well, they didn't get smoked, but lost again. But it's funny how just a few games, or more than a few games, but success has on a way that you view a team. It engages you way more, right? So Jays go on this streak, they catch the Yankees, all these things. You start kind of piquing your interest as a sports fan. That's all the Elks need, man. Just need to win a couple. Just need to win a couple here and get everyone more, just to pique the interest a little bit. You know what they need more than anything, I think? Just a big performance by one guy. Yeah. Just one guy. Just come out, and whether, you know, you're gunslinging and throwing like have a 450-yard passing game. It's hard to say. Nick Anderson's been great, but maybe he throws in a few sacks and maybe a fumble recovery for
How about
for a
three
touchdown.
Interceptions that lead to points.
Something. I'm banging the desk like you do now. There's something resembling anything to get to pique the interest.
It might be tough. You want to know why though?
No.
And inside the numbers, we're gonna look at Bo Levi Mitchell. Okay.
Oh, we don't want to look at it.
And we're gonna look at some other stats. The Elks might be in tough, but again, we're waiting for the injury report. Will Nick Anderson be on it or not? We know they signed Jacob Plamondon. He was with the team for the previous 3 years. They bring him back as Michael Broderick, who's a regular special teamers. He's on the 6th game, so we'll get some more injury updates. Beautiful week. Saturday's game at 1 o'clock. Gage was supposed to be like 29 that day. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. You know what's kind of, it makes me sad. So yesterday we had a pair of Elks tickets to give away.
Oh no.
I had a trivia question. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people answered, and I said, don't answer unless you want the ticket, right? Like if you want the tickets, answer. I went through 4 different people and no one responded with their email to get the tickets.
Really?
So now today we have 4 tickets to give away. 2 sets.
Nice.
2 sets. Okay. 2 and 2. Please only respond if you actually want to go to the game.
The game is on Saturday, correct?
Yes. 1 o'clock. Tailgate opens at 10:30 a.m.
It's going to be a high of 31.
Exactly.
It's at 1 o'clock too.
What's better?
It's perfect.
It's absolutely fantastic. Okay. So please only respond if you want the pair of tickets. We have 2 sets to give away.
Wow, it's going to be hot.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. But you know, like if you don't want to go, don't answer the question. Now I got to come up with another question, Joaquin. That's a big one.
What did you ask before?
I said, when was the last time Edmonton won at home against Hamilton? What year? And the year was 2017.
What's the name of my famous cousin who played in the CFL?
There you go. I can't even remember it. Oh, I know who it is. Send that in to the River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. Who is Gager's cousin who played in the CFL back in the 80s? 80s.
And you can't, you'd have to be around me after too many beverages or, I don't know, me saying it in years past.
Yeah.
Okay, he played in the NFL too.
Okay.
He played for the BC Lions.
Yeah.
And the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, cool. I used it as Zach to the Future early on.
Did you?
Yeah.
Does Zach know?
No.
He's just...
I can't think of the name right now, but you'll tell me in the break and I'll be like, oh yeah.
Just passing
It's
wind
a pretty
over there?
well-known name.
Yeah,
So-
I don't remember the name, but the question I think for me was, Gager has a cousin who did what?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He's a former, yeah.
Yeah, what sport did he play? It was something like that.
Are we going to talk about Zach farting in here?
Don't mention it.
Well,
Cleared the room.
he did clear the room.
He did.
Yeah. Good thing it was at the end of the oil stream.
Okay, we gotta sign an agreement here. No
cutting,
passing wind.
no cutting the cheese.
Well, you can cut cheese, but no passing wind.
No, yeah, no,
Especially during our show.
yeah.
Or maybe one day we will, but we'll bring in some like beans. And
But
stuff.
this place is big enough where you can go and
You can get away
release
from
some
it.
air.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all good, Coop. Sometimes you just can't hold it.
Hey, there's first for everything. You know, some people do things around here First, you've locked down flatulence as
There we go.
as all done. I like it.
I'm not apologizing.
You're a trailblazer or a
well,
whatever.
Rip City Step. What if I want them but can't go, Hernan? Stop it. Stop it. Okay. And yeah, we got one. I'm going to send you some info. It's not John Ryan. That's a good guess. So I like John Ryan. I think he owns the Pickles.
The Pickles.
Yeah, the Pickles. Don't light a match, Lars. If Wikipedia would let me update Gager's page, people could reference that for the answer. Yeah, he has no permission, I guess.
Really?
Yeah. That's pretty cool. You have a Wikipedia page.
Don't you?
No.
Yeah, you do.
I do not.
I don't know why I would.
What time is it? 1:12.
We need that clock up high.
Yeah, it's got to be like right there.
Yeah.
Or like right there.
Or just on top of the TV there. That'd be good.
It would be good. So lots to come on the show. Hernan's World. We got Inside the Numbers, Faces of the Franchise. Who dis? We're not going to show the graphic just yet. I'm just going to give you one clue to start it that way. Remember, top 5 that come into the River Korean box will go into the wheel and they'll select a winner. Okay? Last time it was Old Gill, better known as Oil Gill. So we'll have some fun with that. So your first clue for who dis, we're just going to give you a team for today, and we'll show the graphic probably closer to the second hour. I just got to find it here. Your first clue is St. Louis Blues. St. Louis Blues, Joaquin. St. Louis Blues.
St. Louis Blues.
Mm-hmm.
For
who dis?
Oh.
Okay, that's your first one. Remember, once we show the graphic and we get all the teams in, I'll give another clue in the next segment as well. But St. Louis Blues. St. Louis Blues. There you go. Fun show. Slam that thumbs up. Let's get these views up too. I know it's a beautiful day and you're not locked in your house. And
people might be. It's so hot that it just might be.
Turn on YouTube. Tell a friend. Text a friend or call a friend right now and say, hey, tune in to these two guys. They're pretty damn okay.
Are they? Are you talking about us?
Yeah, we're great. Gonna have a lot of fun conversations. We're also going to discuss in Hernan's World. Max Pazuzu gave us the idea, so he's part of the show. We'll send him a check later on this month. But we're each going to give 2 players that were really intrigued / interested heading into the season. And you got to show your work.
I asked you yours,
yeah,
just in the case that mine were the same, but they're not.
Did you like mine?
I like mine better, but.
So we want you to play along, obviously, as well. Send those in, River Korean Box, Nasty Chat. 2 players in the entire NHL, non-Oilers, because everybody would say Ike, Howard, and Savoy. So non-Oilers, 2 players that you're watching and why. And like I said, we got lots to get to. Who dis? Number 5, your first clue is St. Louis Blues. We got 2 sets of tickets to give away to the Elks game, so that should be fun as well. And let's see if anyone else has gotten the correct answer. Yeah, we got 2 people. So,
oh yeah,
awesome,
nice,
awesome. I'll be sending you guys a quick text here. I'll just need your first, last name, and email, and we'll roll along. And I hope you guys enjoy Saturday's game, and hopefully it's a big win for your Edmonton Elks. They need it, Joaquin. I feel like I've been saying this for 3-4 weeks now. They have to have this game. You can't start 1-7. That's pretty much last year's record after 8 games.
Look, I think the playoff dream is over. I just want to see a good football game.
You want to see progression.
I don't care.
You don't.
But
you don't
progression comes from a good football game.
Yeah,
right?
It's going to be tough though, man. I'm being honest. It's. I was just looking at numbers last night for the Ticats, man. That's a good football team over there. I didn't expect it.
Well, the only team that the numbers kind of match up with is Ottawa, isn't it? Like that's the only other real bottom feeder in the league right now. All the other teams,
And we got some breaking news from Ed Tate, who works for the Bombers. Says Mike O'Shea said in his media conference he does not expect Zach Collaros to play this week against Toronto. That's huge. I don't think the Bombers can win a lot of games with Trevler. I'm sorry.
You don't?
I don't. I think he's far too inconsistent when it comes to the throwing game. Now, What did our guest say yesterday, Joshua Fry-Sam?
He
Run
said
the damn ball. Use his strengths.
I thought he said he loved the show, but we said that too.
He did love the show.
Yeah, he didn't seem too worried. You're more worried than he is about Trevler.
Yeah, I guess. No, because I asked him because there were, I saw on Twitter during that game last week that people were asking for the third stringer. Like they're sick of Trevler. And that's when he kind of shut it down. He's like, trust me, Trevler's better.
Is that just the case of a wild fan base? Like wanting Olivier Rodrigue to get a shot?
Yeah, it's
Kinda
similar
same,
to
yeah.
that. Yeah. Like I said, the most famous is usually your backup goaltender or your young goaltender and the backup quarterback. But we'll see, man. This might be the year where the Bombers go down, right? And it's a team that's gone to 5 straight Grey Cups, Joaquin. The standard is high in Winnipeg. Like they're 3-3 and it's unacceptable. We're sitting here in Edmonton at 1-6.
I know.
And we're already talking about it's just moral victories now.
I don't think it's even called moral. You just want to see the team play better.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah, and they're dealing with injuries, but every team has. I think I saw a stat yesterday where 7 of the 9 starting quarterbacks in the CFL have been injured. And just to add to that, Drew Brown will play tomorrow against Calgary, and VA is out. Vernon Adams will miss the game. That means PJ Walker starts. So another interesting thing there happening in the CFL. Because the only 2 quarterbacks that have started that are not injured, Trey Ford, he's just been poor. Well, not poor, but they've given the reins to Fajardo here for a bit.
Under average. And
Nathan Rourke.
All right.
No, I lied.
No,
he got
hurt.
So who's the other one? Trevor Harris has been hurt. Claros has been hurt. VA's hurt now.
Drew Brown? Drew
Brown was hurt. Davis Alexander's hurt.
He's really hurt.
Oh, Bo Levi. It's been 2 guys. Oh,
what are those?
He's bringing us fries. Coop can't have any, though.
No.
I'm just kidding. Hey, Edmonton Sports Talk is brought to you by Play Alberta. Play Alberta is your home for online gaming excitement featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery instance, and sports betting. Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app or sign up today at Play Alberta. Slam that thumbs up for us. Up next, we're going to talk some NHL Jets. The Winnipeg Jets, as they avoid arbitration with Dylan Samberg. They've also signed Velarde. They also lost Ehlers. So we'll have a good chat with Connor Hrabchak from Winnipeg Sports Talk coming up next here on EST Afternoons. Here's our guy Koob with your sports update.
Bottom 7th, the Jays lead the Orioles 9-8, looking to avoid the sweep as they close out their 4-game series. There's 2 outs for Baltimore, bases loaded. Ramon Laureano at bat for the Orioles and Braden Fisher pitching for the Jays. 5 other games are live. Astros up 4-1 over the Nationals, top of the 4th. The Tigers hold the D-backs 7-1 in the 8th, while the Royals and Angels are runless also in the 4th inning. And for the Riverhawks, they look to bounce back against the Night Owls, and Nanaimo winning 5-1 to kick things off in their series yesterday. Catch the full game on any of EST's audio streams. First pitch at 7:05 from Winnipeg. Bombers head coach Mike O'Shea said after practice that he does not expect that Zach Claros will play this week. Bombers reporter Ed Tate reporting that one. NHL news, Martin Pospisil signs a 3-year contract extension with Calgary, a cap hit of $1 million this season. The 25-year-old had 25 points in 81 games last year. He's locked up through 2029. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated since 1993, they're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. Once we get back from break, we chat some Jets. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
EST legal analyst Eric Macramella.
Dreisaitl's deal was 93%, I think, at road signing bonuses. Now, up to 35% of a player's salary that wasn't otherwise exposed to Canadian taxes is now exposed to Canadian taxes. That by itself doesn't kill Canadian teams, but it's part of the ongoing narrative that it's difficult to compete with U.S. teams, particularly those in tax-free states.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, presented by South Ford Chevrolet. Weekday mornings 6 to 9, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Tonight on Will It Store, one man, 6 bikes, and all the winter decorations still boxed up in the garage. Don't be that guy. Make space for summer with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
The Canadian Brewhouse is turning up the flavor this summer with our new summer feature menu. Try our jerk chicken skewers, Cajun shrimp tostadas, and street corn salsa. Bold bites made for patio season. Get them while it's hot. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
.124. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. A quick update from the Jays game. Top of the 8th, the Jays lead the Orioles 9-8. When we sat in here, it was like 4-3.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Don't know, man.
Bad pitching. I see it's green shirt night in Baltimore.
Yeah, we're going to switch gears from football and talk some hockey as we're going to talk some Winnipeg Jets. They've had an interesting offseason. Today they signed Dylan Samberg to a 3-year deal, avoiding arbitration. It's worth $5.75. He was a really good player for them last year. We'll talk with Connor Hrabchak from Winnipeg Sports Talk, who joins us now. Connor, good to have you on the show here. First off, I got to say, what's it like working with Huss? He's an absolute beauty. I got to meet him once in Winnipeg. We went for dinner with Dustin Nielsen and another friend from the Elks there. But what's that like for you, man? Dream come true. I think you're muted, Connor.
That's my fault coming in on mute. That's rookie mistake there. Yeah, no, working with Huss is awesome. I mean, it is an absolute dream come true, covering the Jets these past 2 seasons, especially, and how good that they've been. And yeah, having the opportunity to work at Winnipeg Sports Talk with Huss, with Remo, they put up with me all the questions that I have for them. And it's an absolute blast. So got to keep it rolling here. It's good.
No, that's great, Connor. Love what you guys are doing down there as well. Great show there with Huss. Connor, let's start with the news of today. Dylan Samberg signs a 3-year deal, avoiding arbitration. First off, I know he was a very important player. He's coming off a career high 20 points in 60 games. I know he suffered some injuries last season, but what's the take in Winnipeg for the term and the value on this deal?
Yeah, so this one got so close to arbitration that I think there's things to be happy about with the 3-year term, but also disappointed. Yeah. Dylan Samberg at the start of the offseason was a guy that, if you had a chance to take an 8-year deal with him, you do it every second of the week, because that is a true top 4 shutdown defenseman, 6'4", uses his feet well, uses his stick well, and those don't grow on trees. And the Jets, I mean, I was hoping for it. A lot of fans were hoping for it as well, to go 8 years. And then you get, 4 hours away from an arbitration meeting that would have drove him to the unrestricted free agent market next offseason. And you go, okay, 3 years is okay at this point. We'll take that. And when you look at the cap hit as well, $5.75 million, I think you see why maybe there was hesitancy from the Jets side of things to go 8 years. An 8-year deal maybe would have cost $6.5-7 million annually, and that's maybe a number the Jets just weren't comfortable paying. But the Jets last season were 45-13-2 when Dylan Samberg played. Wow. That's a 135-point pace. With him on the ice at 5-on-5, their goal share was over 60%. That's like an elite mark. I believe it was 5th in the NHL among top 4 defensemen. So he is an absolute stud. In the playoffs too, I mean, Josh Morrissey got hurt 2 or 3 times, had to leave games and never returned. He was their guy. He led them in 5-on-5 minutes. He got the Mikko Rantanen matchup in round 2. He is, such a key part of what they do, allowing the fewest amount of goals in back-to-back seasons in the NHL. And it's a good thing to have him for another 3 years.
Connor, we're a few weeks away here in Edmonton of a complete meltdown if Connor McDavid doesn't put ink to pen to paper here. How is the talk around your Connor out in Winnipeg with Kyle Connor going into his last year? Is there the same kind of, oh gosh, what are we going to do here? Are we going to get the extension? What's that going to look like? Or do we have to look to trading arguably one of the best goal scorers in the NHL right now?
So 2 summers ago, we went through a grueling offseason with Scheifele and Hellebuck at the same time. And that was maybe the most drama-filled offseason I've ever seen. It was unbelievable. And then both of them signed the matching contracts out of nowhere. This time around, I don't know if it's because the Jets are coming off of 2, incredible seasons in the regular season, albeit falling short in the playoffs, but there's sort of this quiet confidence that it'll just get done. No one's really talking about it. No one's really worried about it. We think that Kyle Connor is going to get paid. He's coming off the best season of his career, and there's no doubt. Career high in points, 97. And it's not just the points. We've known that Kyle Connor is a gifted goal scorer, gifted point producer his whole career. It was the defensive side of the puck that he wasn't a complete liability. He wasn't a 0 percentile forward defensively this past season, and that was a huge step forward. So Kyle Connor is going to get 11 and a half, 12 million annually on an 8-year deal. The Jets should be willing to pay it. Their window is now. And I think that there's this quiet confidence that it'll get done. But I will say, seeing what's about to unravel in Edmonton with the Connor McDavid saga, it reminds me very much of 2 summers ago, seeing jersey mock-ups of Connor Hellebuck in a Devils jersey. And it's just like, I don't want to see that. I just don't want to see that. So it reminds me of that for sure.
Connor Hrabchak from Winnipeg Sports Talk joining us here on EST Afternoons. We got to go back to Nikolai Ehlers. I mean, absolutely loved in that city. Dealt with a ton of injuries throughout his time there. Only 1 full season, I think, in his last 6 or 7 seasons there. But when he's on, he's electric. How did fans take the loss? Was that the money in the term and all that? Was that something Winnipeg was willing to match at the time, or was it just too high for them?
I believe they were willing to match it. Nikolai Ehlers ended up with 6 years at $8 million.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jets had the advantage of offering that 8th year before July 1. I can't imagine a scenario in which they didn't offer 8x8, which means Nikolai Ehlers left, in excess of $15 million on the table. The Jets had the space to do it. I mean, they went long-term with Velarde, and they went at a higher cap hit with Samberg now, which is why you see them, with $5 million in cap space left over. They didn't have to do that, but Nikolai Ehlers walked, so they had the space to do it. So they took Velarde 6 years at 7.5. They could have bridged that and made the money work. I have to think that they tried. This past season with Nikolai Ehlers was the first season, I think, since, his rookie year or even the second year, where he was on the top power play, and the power play was the best in the entire NHL. They took a massive step forward. He's always been, the key secondary scorer, and some fans will take that as, a slight to the coaching staffs over the past number of years that he wasn't a top line player. And I really think that's what this comes down to, is opportunity. I think in Carolina, he's going to play with Aho. He's going to play with Jarvis on the top line. Whoever is on that top line and top power play, I think he's going to be on it. And I think that is something that he cherished as a pending unrestricted free agent. And I think it's something he's going to get in Carolina that he wouldn't get in Winnipeg. Because going back to my last answer about Kyle Connor, everyone here thinks that the Jets are going to take care of him, no problem. And they just signed Velarde long-term. Well, now suddenly there's no room on that top line. So I think Nikolai Ehlers cherished, a top line opportunity, being a key guy. And I do honestly think he left money on the table in the end.
Connor, they always say teams need to lose to learn how to win, which I hated always that phrase, hearing that. With the Winnipeg Jets over the last, I would say, 6-7 years, do you feel that they've earned enough of those battle scars to maybe, because when you look at, they have all the nucleus of this team, it's really quite strong. Do you think they've earned enough of those scars to actually now get over that hump, get past the conference final, and possibly make a berth in the Stanley Cup playoffs this year?
I do think that maybe this year now there's an argument that yes, they have. Prior to this year, that was something that was being said in Winnipeg, but they were losing in 5 in the first round year after year. And that's not building scars. That's just not being good enough to win playoff series. Like that's just, you're winning one game and then getting swept in the rest. And that happened multiple years in a row. It had been a lot of years since they had made the playoffs going into that little stretch where they lost in 5 back-to-back years to the Vegas Golden Knights and the Colorado Avalanche. So this past year, going to 6 with the Dallas Stars in overtime, with all the things that the Jets and Mark Scheifele went through on that day in that game, I think that was a very tough moment, maybe a bonding moment for the entire group to come together like that, even in, such a sad moment and ultimately a loss. Like Mark Scheifele, the worst day of his life was broadcast on national television, and that group had to, surround him with support. And I think those are the kind of things, losing in the second round to the Dallas Stars, as opposed to losing in 5 to the Colorado Avalanche, those are the things that are going to build the scars going forward. I still think that when you look at Dallas, you look at Edmonton, you look at even Vegas now with Mitch Marner, there's another level. I think like the Jets are there with the President's Trophy, but the playoff success is just a whole nother game. And I think the Jets need to prove that. But this past year was a good step forward in building those scars. I agree with you. I don't love that saying, but if they have to lose to win, I think last year was a good start.
Connor, when you look at their offseason, and of course, we still got another month and a half, a little bit more of the offseason, so a lot of things can still happen. But when you look at what the Jets did, really just kind of brought back much of their decor from the playoffs, but they've added Jonathan Taves, Gustav Nyquist, Tanner Pearson, signed some of their own guys. What grade would you give the Jets? And do you think for you, have they done enough to take that next step in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think losing Nikolai Ehlers, I can't see a scenario in which the Jets are, a better team next year, except for, an addition at the deadline. If I had to give them a grade, I think I'd settle right in the B- to B+ range, anywhere in there, probably more towards the B- because you did lose Nikolai Ehlers for nothing. Which, by the way, there's some crazy, revisionist history going on in Winnipeg with, you lost Ehlers for nothing. Well, President's Trophy winning team is not going to trade him away at the deadline. So they kind of just had to roll the dice on that one. But I'll give it B-. I think, again, you lose Ehlers, you're not going to be a better team, but Nyquist on a 1-year deal at $3.25 million. I don't hate that move for some middle 6 scoring. You bring in Jonathan Taves on a very performance bonus, heavy contract. I don't hate that move either for, I think at minimum some middle 6 center depth. At worst, he'll be a 4th line center that can contribute, even having missed the past couple of years. And I also think I'm a big advocate. I know the Jets are never in free agency talks anyways with like any of the big names. They're actually reportedly in on Brock Besser this year, which ultimately he re-signed in Vancouver. But I always think like the teams that don't spend the most on free agency are the ultimate winners. Like last year, Nashville went nuts, and Edmonton, Jeff Skinner and Victor Arvidsson. I mean, you guys probably talked a ton about those guys. On the day, it looks great. And then you get into the regular season, and sometimes these players, new situations, it doesn't work out as well. So I'm a big advocate for, not spending the big money on free agency day one. The Jets are always going to do that because, no one's really choosing to sign in Winnipeg on free agency day one. So I think I'd give them a B- for the signings they did make and the ones that they didn't as well.
Connor, you mentioned Jonathan Taves there. What are your expectations on his upcoming season? Because the Edmonton Oilers here, I think, ran into a little bit of trouble. It was good trouble, but kind of the trouble that you don't want to have, where all of a sudden you have a player like Corey Perry, who is still a really good hockey player, but you find him being the de facto pick to go up and play in the top 6 because there's no one else. If that happens, and I'm sure Jonathan Taves wants to be in that top 6 and contribute, but do you get yourself in trouble if you're relying on Jonathan Taves at his age and not playing for a few years, that he's the go-to guy to get you over the hump with the Winnipeg Jets next season?
I think so. I truly do. I mean, I think Jonathan Taves, I'm not really sure what to expect in terms of, what the Jets should be happy with. We asked this question on our show the last couple of weeks as well. I think if Jonathan Toews even ends up being, like a fourth line center who wins his minutes and is defensively responsible, wins key faceoffs, contributes on the second power play, like these all sound like things that are like, no, it's Jonathan Toews. How could he be a fourth line center? But if he ends up being that, I mean, that's I think a win for the Jets, and anything on top of that, I think is gravy. He hasn't played in years. We don't know how healthy he is. And the relying on him in a role that's way higher than what Jonathan Toews should be playing at 37 years old is, I think, the downside to this signing. If Jonathan Toews comes out and looks like a shell of his former self in the first 20 games, but it's Jonathan Toews, how could you not play him in the top 6, but you're losing those minutes game after game? I think that's where you run into an issue. I can't see the Jets doing that. I do think Adam Lowry, he's going to miss the first month, maybe 2 of the season recovering from hip surgery. So Toews is going to get his chance right off the hop to be a middle 6, top 6 center. And then, by late November, early December, the Jets can really reevaluate and see if, maybe Toews can take a sheltered second line, third line role, or if Adam Lowry needs to step in and take those minutes away. But I got to see training camp, what he's like, because as of right now, I don't think anyone really knows how much he can contribute.
It's the center position's interesting because after Scheifele, like you said, Toews, what's the Russian guy? Nemesnikov. And then you said Lowry eventually is going to come back. I mean, you got to think, though, Connor, that maybe the Jets will look to address the center depth on this team, maybe midseason, obviously probably at the trade deadline, because and you can tell me more about it because you're in Winnipeg, but I don't think any of those 3 names are kind of like the sexy name that fans want to hear behind Scheifele, right?
I mean, Toews, maybe. We'll see, right? I will say the 2C question in Winnipeg has been going on for years now. It's
like the fourth line center here in Edmonton.
Yeah. In 2017-18, when the Jets went to the Western Conference Finals against Vegas, like that year they got Paul Stastny, and then Paul Stastny went to Vegas, and then they got Paul Stastny again, and they've gotten Sean Monahan, and they got Kevin Hayes, and they got Pierre-Luc Dubois, and now they've got Jonathan Toews. It's like there's just this rotating door of second line center. Last year was Vlad Nemesnikov for the entire season. So the second line center thing, if Jonathan Toews can be it and win his minutes and be productive, that is going to be best case scenario for the Winnipeg Jets. But with the loss of Ehlers and the unknown of Jonathan Toews, we could be looking at a trade deadline where the Jets are, comfortably in a playoff spot, needing to add 2 top 6 forwards if Toews doesn't really pan out. So that's really what you're looking at. The Jets defense core, and you have prime Connor Hellebuyck. Like, there's no reason why they should miss the playoffs next year. But if there is going to be a reason, it's because their middle 6 offense dries up. They can't replace Ehlers. Jonathan Toews doesn't look as good. And it's all on the top line to get that offense. And we'll see come trade deadline time how much they're looking to add.
Like my partner always says, stop playing Hellebuyck so much in the regular season, right? So,
just slash his tires. I don't know. Maybe ruin his skates, break his helmet for at least 5 to 6 games at least.
Yeah, last year with the Four Nations too. Like he played an extra 3 games and everything. Yeah, it was. It's his decision. Every coach that has come and played Connor Hellebuyck over 60 games year after year say it's Connor Hellebuyck's call. And then sometimes they'll play him like back-to-back road games. And it's like, what are we doing here? This is getting ridiculous. But yeah, that's a hot topic as well in Winnipeg with him being 32, maybe, starting to wind down his career. Not really yet, but anytime a player turns to the wrong side of 30 is when you start having that talk.
Hey, Hellebuyck, does this smell like chloroform? That's what I would do.
There you go. That might work.
Hey, Connor, this has been great. I know you're, like I said earlier, you're with Huss and Remus there. It's a great crew. Just tell our audience where they can find your work, what shows you're on, and all that fun stuff.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. This was my EST debut. So I'm glad to come back on anytime. This was an absolute blast. And you guys even got my name right twice. That's a massive win. I mean, sometimes I come into shows and it's just my last name spelled wrong, but no, this has been an absolute blast. I will say, Winnipeg Sports Talk, we're actually live right now. We go live every Monday through Friday at 1:00 Central. All things Jets, all things Bombers. A lot of panic right now with the blue and gold. No Zach Collaros this week. So there's a lot to talk about right now with the Dylan Samberg contract and the Bombers. As much of a must-win game as you can get in whatever week it is, week 9, this Friday against Toronto. So yeah, check us out, Winnipeg Sports Talk on YouTube. Thanks guys for having me. It was an absolute blast.
Connor, all the best. Enjoy the day, man. All right, Connor Hrabchak from Winnipeg Sports Talk. He's with Huss. Anyway, when you're with Huss, you get an automatic 2 thumbs up.
Really?
Oh yeah, Huss is a beauty, buddy.
That was good from our brothers.
I'm still concerned about the second line center.
The second line center in Winnipeg's like the dark arts teacher at Hogwarts from Harry Potter.
All right.
It just it doesn't work out.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Jonathan Toews brings. He's the big one. If he can play there and they can sustain it and be in the.
But you don't. He falls into that Corey Perry category to me. I think if he's going, he's our best option. That's not what you want.
It's troublesome.
I think moonlighting is great, right? Especially if he's feeling it, whatever. But he should be at most your third line center.
I don't know who said it on the station during the finals. Maybe it was Tom. I can't remember. Tom will correct me if I'm wrong. But when you're going into the Stanley Cup final, it doesn't matter how good Corey Perry's been. He can't be on your first line.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what you're saying with Toews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't be on your first line. The only reason he is an injury, but everyone else is doing well below too. Yeah. It's like you're looking for something that you don't have.
Exactly.
It should already be there.
All right. Who dis number 5? Your first clue was St. Louis Blues. Your second clue is he's Canadian. A Canadian player that played for the Blues. You got one more coming up before we reveal his trajectory in the NHL. Joaquin, I know as soon as you see all the teams, you're going to be like, I know this guy.
You think so, huh?
I do. I am that confident in you.
I think I've seen it a couple of times and I have no clue.
Okay, I've sent messages to 2 gents that have won the Elks tickets. Please send me your email. If you don't want them, I'm just going to pick anyone, okay? Let's go support the Elks. I know they're 1-6, but it's going to be a beautiful day. Nothing like going to the good old football stadium, grab a brew, maybe a glizzy, go see Joaquin, go tailgate. It's going to be a great afternoon. All right. Afternoon in Box presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. You want to check out some shows? How about this one? All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, Elvis Presley.
What?
Yeah. 3 eras of Elvis in one show. That's August 17th. All you got to do is go to rivercreeresort.com or hit up the River Cree box office. On the other side of the break, more NHL talk for Hernan's World. Here's our guy, Coop, Sports Update.
The Jays and Orioles are in the bottom of the 8th. Toronto leading 9-8 in their series closer. Baltimore taking the first 3 games. 2 outs for Toronto. It's Nathan Lukes at bat. And around the league, Washington trails the Astros 4-1 in the 5th. The Braves and Royals are locked at 0s in the 6th, while Boston is rolling the Twins 9-1, top of the 9th. Pirates and Giants warming up for action momentarily. And at home, the Riverhawks battle the Night Owls after winning 5-1 in their series opener yesterday. Tune into the action right here on any of EST's audio streams. Coverage starts just after 7. For the Bombers, head coach Mike O'Shea said that he expects Zach Collaros to be out this week against the Argos. He's left in back-to-back games due to injury. And down the road, the Flames have signed 25-year-old Martin Pospisil to a 3-year contract worth $2.5 million a season. He played 81 games last season, potting 25 points. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Catch some double E action this season with tickets starting just at $20. Their next home game is this Saturday, August 2nd at 1 o'clock. Get your tickets now at goelks.com. Hernan's World is up next here on EST Afternoons. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The EST EST Hangout.
Like bottle service type guy?
I've done it, but no.
We do bottle service if we have to.
There's like 6 of you. It's not like it was that expensive. You also got to get in.
I like that idea. Right? I like the money part of it.
It can be a little economical sometimes.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's never talked about the financial aspect. Don't even try.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Hey, it's 1:48. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Who dis? Number 5, your clues so far, St. Louis Blues, and the player is Canadian. I'll give you one more before the end of this break, and then we'll reveal everything in hour number 2. It is time for Hernan's World. Fall in for flavor and fairways. Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club is open to the public with Twilight Golf specials that go easy on your wallet and wings so good they should be on parade. Hit the course, crush some wings, and soak in the sunset. Visit EGMGolf.com to book your round today. Today's a beautiful day for some golf, eh, Joaquin?
It is?
Yeah. Anyways, here's Hernan's World.
Viva la raza! Latino League.
Well, yeah, plus 30. You're out in the sun all day. Crushing some brews, maybe. Crushing some balls. You know how it is, dog.
Yep.
Oh, boy. All right, let's get to Hernan's World. And this was brought on by Mex Bezuzu, our good buddy, Nasty, loyal listener. And we thank all of you for listening and watching. If you're listening, iHeart, TuneIn, radio apps, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, just slide on over and slam that thumbs up for us. Gage, we're going to talk about 2 players each that you're very interested in going into next season. And we went with non-Oilers because, well, self-explanatory.
Yes.
Who wants to kick it off?
Well, I think this is your baby, so...
Oh, you want me to, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will start with a gentleman in the Oilers division, just to the west of us.
Okay.
He had a really interesting season last year. I'm going to go with Elias Pettersson.
Okay.
I think Elias Pettersson signed a big contract. Some people are saying it could go down as one of the worst contracts. He had a lot of issues last year with JT Miller. JT Miller ends up getting moved out. And then in the offseason, is it Rutherford that's there? Called him out about his training, the way he practices. He has to get stronger, all this stuff. This guy's 26 years old, still really young.
Mm-hmm.
I think we forget that at times. But he signed the big ticket. Last year, he was hurt. Like I said, there was all that dressing room drama with JT Miller. His career high is 102 points in 2022-23. That's the player they signed, right? That's the player they think this guy could be going forward. He dropped to 89 the year after, and last year he scored 45 points in 64 games. I think the Canucks forward group has gotten worse.
Oh, do you?
If that's fair. I think JT Miller was a hell of a player. Like, you hate playing against him, but a hell of a player. You got rid of Dakota Joshua. Now, you brought back Besser. You have Evander Kane. Sure. I get it. You have Hedl, who came over in the trade for JT Miller. But why am I intrigued by this guy? Can this guy become a leader? Can this guy earn that big contract he got? Because they need him. He's been called out by the president, GM. You know, a lot of rumblings about the drama in the dressing room. He's got another guy that's kind of a wild man in Evander Kane. Not the easiest guy probably to be in the room as well. So I'm intrigued. Can he lead this team? Not solely on the ice, off the ice. Can he produce the points? Can he make this team a playoff contender once again, Joaquin? Is that fair?
No. He needs more than that if you're talking playoffs. I don't look at this. You're right. Looking at this Vancouver lineup, there's some players there, but so much depends. Is Kevin Lankinen, is he good enough to shore up the defensive woes?
Well, they got Demko too.
I don't include him. He's not. He can't play, man.
Because this is how I'm looking at it. Like right now, if you look on Puckpedia, they got him playing with Hoglander and Besser. Besser's, yeah, he's a goal scorer, but Hoglander for me is not a top line player.
Yeah, he's good though. He's like you're waiting for him to pop.
Yeah,
I look at the Vancouver Canucks as just complete sellers at the trade deadline, and I don't know why. I really think Quinn Hughes might get traded. Really? I don't know why I say that, but the rumblings, if they're not doing well, the fact that he might, the GM said it, he wanted to play with his brothers, whatever. I think they're retooling, and then they're just going to offload a lot of these assets when it comes time. I mean, there's only there's 3 guys with no movement clauses, right? But
11.6 Joaquin.
He'll still be there. I'm not saying Pettersson's going to be there, but Besser at 7.2, DeBrusk at 5.5, Kane 5. At that point, a little bit different. Garland, I mean, his contract goes up and his no movement kicks in after that, but still, Hoglander, only 24 could be. I think you're going to see a whole revamping of the Vancouver Canucks here.
Yeah, so that's the one guy I'm watching because they got rid of a hell of a player to keep him because he has the big price tag on him. I just want to see what Elias Pettersson, and if he took the words that were said to him by management and he took it to heart, and he's going to come in the best shape of his life. He's going to come in stronger and put in all that extra work that guys that make this amount of money should. Joaquin, who's your first guy?
Well, it's down in Sin City, M&M.
Oh,
Mitch Marner.
I like it.
I can't wait to see. Like sometimes when he gets skilled out in the East Division, he was on Toronto. We got to see it, but we'll get to see him a lot more and a lot more up close. Yeah. I think, and it'll be an interesting because Vegas plays a unique style of hockey. Does that translate into success for Mitch Marner? Most likely. This guy's a 100-point player in the regular season. That's a very potent winger for Jack Eichel to work with, but I wonder if that match works. Like, you put ingredients in soup, sometimes it tastes bad, right? So is that the perfect mix? Because Marner's more of a play setting up and stuff, but I think he just intrigues me. I have no doubt about the regular season success.
Yeah.
Right? Like he might even have better success being in Vegas, not having to deal with the Toronto media anymore, right? They're just, that level of scrutiny isn't the same. But once playoffs come around, are we going to see the Mitch Marner that Toronto Maple Leafs fans have been waiting for the better part, almost a decade here, right? Like, so I'm very interested. I'll probably watch a lot more Golden Knights games this year just to see how he's doing and what impact he has on a regular basis instead of just once in a while watching Toronto.
And that you make a good point because he's still going to be behind Eichel and Stone. He'll be right there with Barbashev in terms of he doesn't have to be the guy. In Toronto, Austin Matthews was hurt a lot. It was between him and Nylander. And if we're comparing the two cities, not even close. Toronto's mad crazy about their hockey, right? But you're right. I think Marner's going to be fine in the regular season. I'd even pick him up in fantasy because I think he's going to score a ton, especially with Jack Eichel.
Maybe we'll do some fantasy picks eventually when we get closer. But over under right now, where do you put it for Mitch Marner for point totals by the end of the season?
I think he should be around 80.
Oh, geez.
Even higher. Yeah.
80?
Yeah.
Man, I take the over all day on
Okay.
80.
Yeah.
I'm saying that maybe 99.5, 105 is a more likely stat for Mitch Marner.
I just think it's going to take him a bit to get used to the players. His highest total was 102 last year. So yeah, the reason I go 8, like I think he'll be over 80, 100%. I just think he's going to have a slower start, but then he's going to really pick it up for the Vegas Golden Knights.
Matthews is a great player, but he's not a dog.
No.
Now he's playing with some dogs.
And it's kind of like what Matty always says about the Oilers, just get me to the playoffs. I don't care what they do in the regular season. Yeah. For me, Mitch Marner's the same thing. I don't care what he does in the regular season because we've seen him do extremely well. I want to see him on a playoff team that's had guys that has won the cup and, like you said, a lot of dogs. Can he match that? Or is he going to fade away like he does in Toronto?
Yeah, I think he has a career year point-wise this year. That's what I think.
Oh,
anyway.
Okay. All right. Coop, do you want to chime in?
I have a soft spot for younger players as well. I think Matthew Schaefer is the top of my list. For the Islanders, of course, they moved up to be able to select him, and I feel like he's going to help a big amount on that blue line, and to see him with Noah Dobson as well, to see how New York might shake things out. They might improve. Well, they always are defensively minded, but maybe with the young gun Schaefer, he'll see a lot of action.
That's an interesting one.
You could say Coop's got a New York state of mind right now.
He does.
Yeah, it's nasty. Nas.
Well, yeah, and you know what, Coop? That's a good one because if he does make the team, like how many minutes is he getting? There's so much that goes into, especially a first overall pick. Right? So that's a good one, and it's a team that's kind of on a retool, not a rebuild. So, yeah, and Coop does like the.
Has he signed yet?
I don't know if he has. I haven't been keeping tabs on my Islanders updates. All right, my number 2, gents, is another young player. A guy you're kind of, what's the proper term here?
Don't like?
I guess. I didn't want to be that rude. Connor Bedard for me.
Oh.
Okay. Excellent rookie season. Sexy. 61 points, 61 points in 68 games. Last year, he played in all 82 games. Remember, he had the broken jaw in his rookie year, so he missed a ton. 82 games, he had 67 points. So a little bit of a, if you kind of prorate all, it's down. But he did score one more goal. I remember at one point early in the season, he hadn't scored in about a month and a half. Now, in fairness, he's on a really bad team. Joaquin, really bad team. You feel for him. He's a smaller guy. His shot is all world. Like we've seen it. He scored a goal here in Edmonton that was just unbelievable. You're not really high on him because I'm intrigued to see because I think this team is still going to be bottom 3. I mean, I'm looking at the depth chart right now. His line mates are going to be Burakovsky or Bertuzzi on the right wing or Teravainen and Donato on the left wing. Good players, Joaquin, but not the elite of the elite. Can he elevate his game? And I think it's a little unfair right now because he's on a really, really bad team. But I will say, I don't have him in the generational category. Joaquin,
no.
And I know we talked about this before. I'm still not ready to say if he's going to be a superstar or just a star. Is that fair?
Okay, well, I don't know. I think our valuation of superstar and star are quite similar. I don't think he'll ever be a superstar. I think he'll be a star.
Okay.
Do
you think he can score 40, 50 goals? I do.
It's so how many did he have last year on a terrible team?
23 goals.
He had 23 goals. Are you saying can he score 50?
Eventually in his career. I think with that shot and the team improving around him eventually.
Yeah, I mean he's got to be on a wicked team.
Yeah,
right. I worry, and I said this before, and I don't know why. He's small in stature, okay, a strong guy, but I think that's like you look at him and working out, and he's got the body of a 30-year-old. Like usually 18, 19-year-olds, they're still skinny and lanky.
Yeah.
Right. But he's already filled out. There's no There's no more room for him.
He's only 20 though, too.
I know, but I'm not very optimistic on him. I guess because he was the next one. Yeah. He got that brand. And look, he was fantastic junior player. Like he was selling out stadiums on his farewell tour with the Regina Pats, right? Yeah. It was crazy.
He's unreal.
But yeah, it's going to take, he's not the type of player, I don't think, that makes other guys around him better. Okay. He needs someone to play with that makes him a better type of player, right? He's a shooter. He's a guy to find the quiet areas and rip that thing. And so that kind of the secret soup for him. You need a playmaker and you need a dog on his line. And I think that would be kind of the perfect combination for him to have success.
Joaquin, we'll get to your number twos in the second hour because I don't want to be late for Simoni Lawrence. But I just want to get to this one from Big U. He makes a good point. He thinks Celebrini will have a significantly better career than Bedard. That's very interesting.
Yeah, because he's already two-way. Like you saw here, you saw how he played, man. He is more in the Jonathan Toews mold, I think. That's what Celebrini reminds me of.
All right, your clue number 3 for Who Dis number 5 so far has been St. Louis Blues. He's a Canadian player. And your last clue before we show the actual trajectory of his career is the Los Angeles Kings. All right, so if you think you know who it is, start sending it out to the River Cree inbox. Remember, top 5 in terms of time, we'll go into the wheel, we'll spin it, and then you'll join our 4 other winners so far. And then at the end of August, we'll give the prize to the person that corrects Who Dis the most times this summer. Hour 2, we got lots to get to still. Who Dis, faces of the franchise, they signed the numbers, and Ticats legend Simoni Lawrence joins us at 2:20. Keep hammering that thumbs up for us. This has been Hernan's World, brought to you by the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. We're back after the break.
The Lock Shop.
I have a team I want to throw and get your thoughts on. What about the Washington Commanders?
Okay, I love Jaden Daniels. I think the addition of Deebo Samuel is going to be really nice for them. When you look at the first 3 quarters of their schedule, there's a lot of winnable games there for Jaden Daniels. And assuming that he takes that next step or doesn't at least have a sophomore jinx, to me, that's a team that can make some noise.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Summit Racing Equipment brings you the earth-shaking thrills of Monster Truck Throwdown at Edmonton's Rad Torque Raceway. 3 massive shows, August 22nd through 24th, featuring 8 incredible trucks with high-flying thrills and jaw-dropping stunts, including Alberta's own Crude Behavior and Roughneck, along with a return of Avenger and more. Experience the epic power of Monster Truck Throwdown, August 22nd to 24th at Rad Torque Raceway. Don't miss this all-ages event with kid tickets starting at just $17. Get tickets and info at radraceway.com.
Win a trip to Osheaga with the banquet and Aperol. We're sending one lucky guest to Montreal with flights, hotel, and 2 tickets to one of Canada's hottest music festivals. Enter by July 26. Details in store or on the banquet app. Get real. Play hard.
You know Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn. Dawn from
Frontier Cartage. That's right, it's me, Dawn from Frontier Cartage, where we're setting the standard for cartage service in Edmonton and beyond, offering city cartage, Alberta highway, short haul deck, and more. My team and I are bringing our years of industry experience and expertise to every mile.
Join Dawn and her boys in a new chapter in transportation excellence, dedicated to exceptional service. Call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Jays and Orioles wrapped up their 4-game series. Jays avoiding the sweep in the final game with a 9-8 win. Miles Straw had 3 RBIs with 4 at-bats. Joey Loper-Fido adding 3 hits, and the Jays get set to face the Royals on Friday. Well, from E-Town, it's the Riverhawks. Night Owls throwing down. Edmonton winning 5-1 last night. Catch the action right here on any of WST's audio streams. First pitch just after 7, and the Royals are in action right now. Bottom of the 7th, it's runless against the Braves, while the Astros hold the Nationals 6-1 in the 6th inning. Elsewhere, we see the Brewers trail the Cubs 8-3 in the 6th. In CFL news, Winnipeg Zach Collaros has been ruled out for the Friday rematch against the Argos. The 36-year-old is out with a neck injury, having Collaros leave in back-to-back games. And in hockey, the Flames inked Martin Pospisil for 3 years at an average salary of $2.5 million. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. It is 2:07. We got Simoni Lawrence coming up in about 13 minutes, so we gotta move. We gotta move. Portion of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brew House. The Canadian Brew House is turning up the flavor this summer with their new summer feature menu. Try their jerk chicken skewers, Cajun shrimp, tostadas, and street corn salsa and chips. Bold bites made for patio season. The Canadian Brew House, our house, is your house. I've given 3 clues. There's one person that has it. I don't know how you got it off. So good for you. But we're going to show the graphic of the Who Dis number 5. You got to guess this player. Send it to the River Korean box. The top 5 in terms of timing, because we can timestamp it, will get into the wheel, and then we'll select one winner that the wheel spits out. All right. And here it is. LA Kings, Minnesota North Stars, Edmonton Oilers, San Jose Sharks, St. Louis Blues, Boston Bruins. Any idea, Gage? No?
Yeah, I got him. Maybe.
You might. Just don't say it.
Don't say it?
No.
Okay. Is it that one?
Here, write it down on your sheet. And I'll see if I'll let you know. No, that is incorrect.
Close though.
I'll send it to you, Coop, right now. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna get to inside the numbers here. Like always, hit us up on the River Korean box 780-218-9999. Nasty chat and slam that thumbs up for us as well. Okay. Like I said, Simoni Lawrence, Ticats legend, and does work on their radio broadcast, will join us to talk all things Ticats. They got some unbelievable numbers so far this season. Elks are going to be in super tough. So Who Dis number 5 has been shown. Please text in, and then we'll select the first 5. Joaquin, I was looking inside the numbers, okay?
Okay.
4-play Alberta.
Okay.
Bo Levi Mitchell's 35 years old.
Oh, no.
Okay. He leads the league in passing yards. He leads the league in TDs. Has only thrown 3 interceptions. And has a 68.8 completion percentage. Not only that, last year, he was the MOP East nominee, lost to Brady Oliveira.
Shouldn't have lost.
He led the league in passing with 5,451 yards and led the league with 32 touchdowns. I don't know if people remember this, but in week 11 last year, Milanovic went away from him. He went to Taylor Powell. It didn't last long because I was with the Elks at the time, and Niles Morgan knocked out Taylor Powell, I think, on the second series. But, like, where would this team be if that injury doesn't happen? Is Taylor Powell still at the reins of this team? Like, Bo signed the big deal. He took they restructured his contract. He wasn't happy. He was being benched for a younger guy that they kind of wanted to roll with. Ticats, so far this season, they're first in points for, passing yards, passing TDs. They're second in the league in offensive TDs, first downs, and pass efficiency. And they're third on second down conversion. Third. Bo Levi Mitchell in the red zone, Joaquin, he's 21 of 30 for 70%, 172 yards, and 9 touchdowns with 0 interception. Now, I look at the game Saturday. For an Elks defense that's coming off their best game, they are. They gave up 21 points. They shut down Trevor Harris for large parts of that. Of all the numbers I just given you, what's your confidence level on the defense of the Elks stopping Bo Levi Mitchell, who at 35 is aging like a fine wine, a fine red wine? He's only getting better, man. Like, this is Bo Levi Mitchell Calgary stat.
Yeah. Just throw a Stampeders jersey back on him and it's the same.
Like, it's unreal, man.
You know, he's feeling it, man. And not only that, he's doing it 2 years in a row. That's what's the most impressive thing to me with Bo Levi, because wasn't there rumors that he was quite unhappy? Like, he was really unhappy in Hamilton and wanted to get out of there. And now he's lighting the world on fire.
Well, the coach wanted to go away from him.
Yeah. It didn't make sense because he was leading the league in passing and TDs, I think, at that point too. It didn't make sense. The Ticats couldn't stop a nosebleed back then. That's the problem. Nick Anderson's out, or is he in? Do we know yet?
Yes, injury report has been sent out. Nick Anderson is now listed with a groin injury, did not participate.
So I'm
this is a big blow.
That's a huge blow. The defensive line of the Elks have not given me the confidence that they can consistently shut down a real good quarterback yet. They did good, like you said, against Trevor Harris, but again, Trevor Harris is unreal this year too.
Yeah.
But this is the top, the biggest gunslinger of them all. Like, and he will zip that ball in there. Like, you watch him, and there's nothing he won't try.
No,
right? That's an extremely confident individual. When you watch, say, Trey Ford, you can see this is a guy that's not very comfortable. There's a lot of loft in the throws that he has. There's none those finding that right little pocket to zip it in there. This game isn't going to work out well for the Elks, unfortunately. I don't see them having a chance.
I'll add a little bit more. Hamilton's defense is tops in tackles for loss, INTs, and knockdowns. Like, this is like, I was going through this yesterday, and I was optimistic because Hamilton has a really tough travel schedule. And I know people are like, Hernan, it's only 3-4 hours. I know, but it's tough on players. These guys are practicing all the time. Like, it's hard on the body going back and forth. Cody Fajardo getting the start. We all know he's a starter for the next game. He's getting all the reps. He's going to be probably more prepared. But when you look at all these stats, Joaquin, you kind of look elsewhere. And then you look at Nick Anderson being out, Michael Broderick being out, Royce Metier still out. A couple of rookies are going to play again in the secondary. And you have to wonder, like, how can they beat them? Is it almost that Hamilton would have to beat themselves? Like, Bo Levi's just off and throws 3 picks, or there's fumbles on kickoffs, or anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you just look on the defensive side through all the stats, and it's just the one thing when you compare kind of the Elks to the Tiger Cats, it's very balanced on that Ticats defense, right? Between tackles. I mean, they've got a lot of interceptions too. I know most of them played one more game, but how do you stop Bo Levi Mitchell? You have to somehow get pressure on him every single time.
It's just crazy to me how sports work. And I want to get Simoni's thoughts on this. Is like I said, he was benched. They were moving on. And then he goes on to be the MOP in the East. He goes on to be the leader in all quarterback stats pretty much this year. And his team is rolling right now.
Yeah.
It's if not the best offense in the league. It's absolutely incredible what Bo Levi Mitchell's doing. And good for him. I mean, not sit there and soak. I mean, he did a little, but I mean, when he got
it's
called.
Natural, man.
Of course.
It sucks when you're not playing, right?
Yeah. Big Uke says more has to go wrong for Hamilton for the Elks to win than the other way around. 100%.
That's a good point.
100%.
Good point.
No, I'll be honest. I did like what I saw from Cody Fajardo. I think guys, and again, I'm still a Trey Ford guy. I still think he has a bright future. All I'm saying is what I saw from a veteran in Cody Fajardo. I really liked the battle. He's a gamer, man. And if anyone can pull up the upset, it's Mr. Cody Fajardo, right? They've always counted him out.
It's going to depend on defense here. I don't. The Elks have not given me enough to have faith that they can keep the game close where to give Fajardo a chance.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Thanks.
100%. So it's going to be an interesting one. Again, I'm going to go to the Nasty Chat to give these tickets away. The two gentlemen that texted in the correct answer on the inbox, maybe they're working, so in fairness to them, but they have not responded with their email. So whoever wants them on the Nasty Chat, let me know and just attach your email and we'll send them to you, okay? That's the way it's got to be, Joaquin. That's the way it's got to be. Hey, the afternoon inbox is presented by the good old River Cree Resort and Casino. Like always, you can check out their Tap 25 restaurant where you can get the prime rib special for just $18.99. It's available 7 days a week from 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. So you got lots and lots of time. We're going to get out a little earlier as we're going to bring in Simoni Lawrence, Ticats legend and color analyst on their radio broadcast team. Can't wait for this conversation as the Ticats are rolling right now. Bo Levi at 35 is the best quarterback in the league right now. And they got a receiving core that's just dynamite and a defense that's excellent. So all things Ticats as they get set to take on the Elks here down at Commonwealth Stadium on Saturday at 1 p.m. We'll be joined by Simoni Lawrence. Keep slamming that thumbs up. I got our 5 contestants for the wheel. You guys all had the correct answer for who this number 5. That's all coming up as well. Keep it locked here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Here's Coop Sports Update.
.36-year-old Zach Collaros has been ruled out for the Bombers this Friday against the Argos due to a neck injury. Collaros leaving in back-to-back games. Elsewhere, the Jays avoided the sweep in their 4-game series against the Orioles. They won 9-8 earlier today. Nathan Lukes and Miles Straw both finding home runs, adding 3 RBIs each. Toronto hosts Kansas City on Friday. And 5 games are live right now. Pirates and Giants runless in the second, having 2 games in the 7th inning. Astros smacking the Nationals 9-1 as the Brewers trail the Cubs 8-3. And down at Remax Field, it's the Riverhawks challenging the Night Owls. Tune into the game on any of EST's audio streams. First pitch just after 7. And Martin Pospisil signs in Calgary, being into a 3-year deal worth a average salary of $2.5 million. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. We chat some Ticats once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
We're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, actually, no, the Dallas Cowboys.
We got the sweatiest asses in football. That's the frozen tundra.
Yeah.
Come to Green Bay, the frozen tundra. What will crack first, the Packers defense or the sweaty asses of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Tonight on Will It Store? 1 man, 6 bikes, and all the winter decorations still boxed up in the garage. Don't be that guy. Make space for summer with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Everyone knows when you need a truck now, you call Dawn.
That's right. You call us, Frontier Cartage, when you need driver coverage or have a truck that's down.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you've got way more freight to move than you thought.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you need a truck that's available and ready to start anytime you need.
You call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826. 587-222-5826.
Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We're coming to you live from the William Huff Studios, day 2 at the new headquarters. It's Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas here with you. Producer Zach is in the house as well. And we're very excited for our next guest. Ticats legend, works on the broadcast team for the Ticats radio broadcast. Simoni Lawrence joins us now, former linebacker for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Simoni, it's great to have you on the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Dang, yo. And I'm glad to be on TV because all y'all know I don't got a face for radio. I belong on the main screen, guys.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Awesome, Simoni. I love the confidence. Hey, Simoni, we got to talk about this team that you cover, you played for. You're an absolute legend. We'll get to all that stuff.
Yeah.
But 5-2, and we just did a segment called Inside the Numbers, and we're looking at Bo Levi Mitchell's numbers. And it's funny how pro sports works, Simoni. I mean, we were talking about last year in week 11, head coach there in Hamilton, Milanovic, went away from Bo and was going to give the opportunity to Taylor Powell. It didn't last long due to injury, but Bo Levi Mitchell since then, MOP in the East last year, lost to Brady Oliveira, and this year, he's just, once again, he's the best quarterback in the league at 35 years old. What do you make of Bo Levi Mitchell and kind of his, not comeback, but resurgence here since week 11 last year?
The thing about Bo is he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Like if he retired right now, he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. So once you have that certain gene in you, it's just about opportunities and the right staff around you. So when you bet and take a bet on Bo, you're not really betting on Bo because his ceiling is what it is. And I feel like him and Scott Milanovic, their synergy together is off the charts. You hear Bo talking about how he's playing the best football he's ever played. He's seeing the football field completely different, guys. Completely different, he's saying. Yeah. And he's playing with extreme confidence. Like, he's throwing the least amount of interceptions, the most touchdowns. And let's not talk about the it factor, yo. Winning football games at the end of the games, touchdowns, it's unbeatable, He's not only doing it in that kind of fashion, but the thing that I'm most proud about Bo is he's bringing his whole team with them. Because a lot of guys, they get that stardom and they just like, yeah, look at me. But he's bringing his whole team with him, and as soon as he gets the credit, he gives credit to his offensive line, his defense, his coaching staff. He's not putting it all on him because he understands it's a team game, and right now Hamilton are playing great team football, and the big reason why is because of Bo.
Simoni, the one of the great things I find about the CFL is the ability to turn a poor season into a great season. And it doesn't take a number of years and draft picks and different personnel. That seems like the teams can really retool on the fly. And I think that's what we're seeing in Hamilton right now. But aside from Bo, and it's obviously one of the big pieces of the puzzle, you describe it, pulling people in. But what other factors have come into through that locker room with the Hamilton Tiger Cats to turn a subpar season of last year into being the best team in the East right now?
It's first of all, it's always going to start at great quarterback play because he's automatically going to be your leader. So you got to give that. And the next thing is the defense. Who are going to make plays on your defense? And our secondary is off the chart. Mm-hmm. Like I'll start from the boundary. Jamal Peters, he has 3 interceptions. Dustin Tolbert, he's just a second-year player. He has 2 interceptions. Our Canadian safety, he has 2 interceptions. Then you go over to Moxie. Moxie has has 2 interceptions. Then Amos, he has an interception. Reggie Stubblefield plays deep back since he's been in the game. He has 2 back downs and 13 tackles, and it's just like great. Our rookie linebackers has an interception for a touchdown. Like, it's just all highlights around, right? So when you're playing offense and knowing you're getting the ball back, Bo's a happy camper. We got guys that are going to get the football, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just elite football being. And when you got offense and defense competing at that level, like, hey, Bo, don't worry about nothing. We're going to get the ball back for you. That builds extreme confidence. And then to add the icing on the cake, boys, special teams. We got the best returner in the league, boys. I love Leak. Edmonton, I love Leak. Leak is a ball player. He's a ball, but hey, every time our guy touches the ball, he's electrified. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're scared of him. He caught 2 of them last week because they were scared to kick it to him. They kicked the other 2 out of bounds or something, petrified of wooden. They kicked those 2 to him. He had like 2 for 98 yards. Let's just round it to 50 yards of return. That's dangerous, you know what I mean? And so they're playing great on all 3 phases right now. And that's how you become a great football team, because then your special teams is playing good because you got a little bit of offense, you got a little bit of defense. That's what's going to bring everybody together. And right now, the Hamilton Ticats are playing great team football.
Simoni Lawrence joining us here, Ticats legend, of course, played linebacker. Let's talk about Kenny Lawler. I mean, we had him here in Edmonton for a year. The team wasn't very good, but he still always made highlight reel catches. This year, he's been just unbelievable, leads the league in receiving touchdowns. But, I mean, you look at the last game, Simoni, and then they shot him down, double teams and all that, and Keandre Smith just goes off. Like, you have Tim White, you have O'Leary Orange. Like, there's so many weapons on this team. Like, go ahead and shut down Kenny Lawler, but you got 2-3 other receivers that can make some damage.
Hey, first of all, we want to give a big shout out to Ted. That's our general manager. Yes. We're all praying for Ted. But Ted hit it out of the park, baby. Sometimes you got to spend money to get what you want out of a football team right away. And you got to know the certain players to do that with, because there's only a certain players that you can give a bunch of money to and you can guarantee they're going to come and be who they are in that locker room. And Kenny Lawler is one of those guys. He's one of those guys. He comes in the locker room. He works hard. He doesn't miss any training camp practice days. He practices like he's playing in the game every single time. He's physical. He makes noise. He corrects bad behavior. He shows up at practice. He's the ultimate pro's pro. And then when he comes out in games, everything he does on the practice field translates to the football field, where we got people petrified of Kenny Lawler. Guys, Gary Peters was over top of another corner, and I can't believe Kenny Lawler ran a comeback route, and then Gary Peters in another corner stood on a 15-yard comeback route while Tim White runs a deep post, who was also 6 for 6, 100% targets. No, he didn't drop anything. Everything that came to his way was guaranteed that game. 6 of 6 for like 86, 89 yards or something. The guy was tremendous, but the thing that surprised me was they were petrified of Kenny Lawler. Like scared, yo. Like, I've never seen nothing like it. Even in that last 2 minutes, boys, what kind of defense was that? It's like these other, like, I understand, respect greatness, like, you know, do what you got to do, but don't compromise the whole defense to let a team drive 80 yards untouched into the end zone. And when I say untouched into the end zone, we're talking about our boy Keandre, who had 14 catches, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. Oh my gosh, I know he had Guelph going crazy. That's the college he went to. I know the whole school was just going crazy to see that Canadian kid just embarrass a professional football team. Like, the star power is there. You guys hit it on the nose. It's like, what do you want to stop? You're stopping Kenny Lawler. Okay, I think Tim White is top 3 receivers in the CFL. I think that too. And then you got Keandre Smith, who we talked about. We paid Keandre. We love Keandre. We know what Keandre can do. Yeah. He's a competitive kid. He's going to do what he's supposed to do. And then you got Brandon O'Leary Orange. He's a ball player. He had a good camp because he was competing for a spot too, and he came in there and took the top off 44-yard touchdown. Woo! It was, hey, man. When I tell you, I think I love Edmonton, but Hamilton got to be Canada's favorite football team right now. Can we just
I love it. I love it. Simoni, going back to your playing career and looking at a time that maybe the schedule coming up on short weeks, right? We're seeing that with the Hamilton Tiger Cats now. Obviously, it's a little bit easier. Maybe those just a few days off coming in on a winning streak. You got the Elks saying, okay, we're sitting here, we're waiting for this team. What is it like as a player coming in, especially going in on the road with the not as many days off in between games? Is there a different mindset from a team that's maybe going on the road with a winning streak, or if things aren't going your way like it is in Edmonton? What's your mindset going into a game like that?
Oh man, you excited because you on a winning streak, y'all. This isn't any kind of road game. This is I got to keep proving it road game, because you know the one thing this league can't wait to do is say, I told you Hamilton wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? And you have to. And you got to understand that as a player and understand the environment you're in. You don't want anybody to give you any opportunity to say, oh, Edmonton beat you guys, da-da-da-da. But these guys understand going into this game, it's not just a regular football team. Edmonton's record doesn't reflect who they are as a competitive nature now that they got Cody Fajardo playing quarterback. Because Cody Fajardo, you can say what you want about him, but his pedigree's there. He was coached by Scott Milanovich. He had Trevor Harris. He had Ricky Ray, Zach Caleros. His football mind is there. And that's what all you need at a quarterback position, a couple of weapons around you guys. I love your running back ranking. So going into this game, we're not like, oh my gosh, this is an easy win. This is going to be a tough game. Little short weekend, played on Sunday here, coming back right here Saturday, traveling again, was just out west, and then in BC, now going back out west again to Edmonton. But look, we get paid to make plays. We don't get paid to make excuses. That's what I always tell the boys. Like, who gives a flip? You know what I'm saying? We signed up for this, you know? Like, my mom had to wake up early every single morning and work from 9 to 9 to make sure we were good. You know, I can't complain about no football game where I get to go put belt to butt. Like, nah, baby.
Hey, Simoni, I got to ask you. I know it happened against the Ticats on Sunday, but Carter's interception, is that one of the best, if not the best, you've ever seen?
Oh my gosh. Yo, I just want y'all to know that was a great football play. That was a great football play. Like, that was a great football play. Like, it was a great football play. But I know this. I can't wait till August 7th when BC comes to Hamilton and Carter's over there lined up and we find a way to get Kenny over there. And we see what happens. Hey, I think this is going to be like a trilogy, yo. Like, we got to see what happens. You know what I mean? But what a great play to be 5'9" and to lose the race like that, and to be confident enough to bounce off your foot with 1 foot. It was a 1 foot jump. And then to calmly reach over, snatch the ball, bring it in. And he was so cocky with it. This is how you know he does it for real. He was so cocky with it. He brought the ball back in with one hand as well, too. I was like, ooh, like that's what I did in high school to get style points. But in the pros, I got to secure that. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, he does this for real. That was a play. That was fun to watch. I'm just mad it was against us, and I got to keep seeing that dumb stuff. People's like, hey, that's your team, right? That they got that. I'm like, bro, chill.
Hey, Simoni, for people that don't know, you started your career here in Edmonton. Your first year, and then you were traded to Hamilton, where you played over a decade there. One of the best linebackers in the game. But what do you remember about your time here in Edmonton?
Hey, Edmonton prepared me at the end of the day. It was tough out there in Edmonton, you know, coming to a new country. The only cool thing is I had my own reality show when I came out there, guys.
You did.
That's
I remember
how they
that.
sold me.
Yeah,
you guys remember the
that.
reality show? So I had cameras following me all over. So my first year in Edmonton, I was a little local star. You know what I mean? Because I'm no fool. I took the cameras to everything I like. I'm like, let's go to the mall. Let's go here. We got to go where the most people are. But it was a good experience because I love the culture of Edmonton. I remember doing all of these community events, being all over the place, and the fans were just so wild and crazy. I remember the whole streets being flooded. Edmonton versus Saskatchewan. Like, it was, I didn't know what colors was which. We're dipping and dodging, not knowing if they're the ops or not. Like, I remember Edmonton. My one memory that I remember in Edmonton was when we were playing BC Lions, right? And I remember it was G-Roy Simon. G-Roy Simon was playing. Everybody was like, "Oh, G-Roy's this, G-Roy's that." And you know, I'm from Philadelphia, we're outside in Upper Darby, right? So it's like, I thought G-Roy was from PA somewhere on the East Coast. So I thought he would understand it, right? So like anytime somebody from where I'm from says that person's the best, you got to test them and see like how they are. So you can start talking crap to them, see what, you know what I mean? What they're really about. So I start talking all this crap to G-Roy. And G-Roy doesn't say anything. I was like, I thought you was Superman. Why you not saying? And he's just staring at me like this. And then all of a sudden this big fullback comes up, number 46. I can't pronounce his name. I think it's like Rolo Lokambala or something like that. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know your name. Don't blame me. But he came up and he said, "Don't talk to a legend like that." And I looked at him. I was like, "You're not my daddy." And I kept talking.
That's great. Oh, man. I remember that show because Simoni, they were highlighting 3 rookies at camp for the Eskimos at the time, and it ran every Sunday. I can't remember the name of the show, but that was my first
Hail
memory.
Mary, baby.
Hail Mary, that's what it was.
I was like, oh my gosh, if I was a Hail Mary pass, what a chapter, boy. Golly, you could write a book on that. I got people in the works right now begging me for the story, but it's gonna cost a lot. I could only imagine.
And Simoni, out of the 3 rookies, was the only one that made it. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Hey, Simoni, since we got you here, just a few more for you. Let's have some fun. Best for you, the best quarterback you played against in the CFL?
Oh, my. Whew. That's a good question. For me, it would have to be Calvillo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't, like, with Calvillo, everybody else I could get a beat on. Ricky Ray, like, that was like one of my easiest quarterbacks to play against. But Calvillo used to get that ball out so quick. Like, it doesn't matter where you at. Like, you would play with the looks and everything, but he would always get the ball out. And then I just started telling my coach, "Hey, just blitz me. I'm going to go get him." And he would always just get the ball out. I could never get to him. He was just such like I call him like he's such a smooth killer, yo. Like, it was definitely Calvillo. Just because I couldn't get to him, you know what I mean? Yeah,
all right. And you've just mentioned you're big on the trash talk. You're one of the best. I mean, the mic'd up on TSNs when you were playing were awesome. It was almost all Simoni. Yeah. So I want you to give us a guy, Simoni, that could go toe-to-toe with you when it came to trash talk in the CFL.
Nobody, to be honest. I'm gonna be real.
Nobody even close, eh?
I'm not even going to be like, I'm not even trying to be facetious. You know what I mean? Like, I hold a lot back, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I talk crap while I'm making breakfast, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I like to do. Like, my friends don't call me if they're in a bad mood, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm making jokes all day. You got to catch, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we do where I'm from. So, like, I'm trying to think of a good back and forth I had with somebody. Everybody always uses that technique where they try to be nice to me. You know what I mean? Like, they're trying to be like, "Hey, good play." I'm like, "Get off me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me." You know what I'm saying? Like, they use that reverse psychology to try to like calm me down and stuff. And then my one boy, I got the scouting report and they literally said, "Don't say nothing to Simoni Lawrence. Just leave him alone." I was like, oh my gosh. And then that whole game, I was like, "Hey, y'all daddy says y'all can't say nothing to me. Y'all soft.
Oh, man, this has been great. Simoni, this has been awesome. We've all followed your career. You're one of the best to do it when it came to the Hamilton Tiger Cats, one of the best linebackers in the game when you played.
Thank you.
Just tell us kind of what you're up to. Is Hamilton your home now?
Man, Hamilton's my home, man. I love it out here. Like, I was just working out the other day in Hamilton. Sometimes I say, like, I just need to go feel like downtown Hamilton because, I'm a little bougie. I'm by the water, take little walks, nice, quiet neighborhood, retired life. I'm all like, I'm saying it's a good environment. But I went downtown Hamilton yesterday and just walking around Hamilton, you got the trash man stops the truck, jumps out the truck, Simoni comes and hugs me and stuff. I'm just like, then I'm just walking around, people talking about this. It's just such a great environment. And we got all these waterfalls, these restaurants are amazing. The people are real, down to earth. They come and they support us loud and proudly. Like, I love Hamilton with all my heart. It's for sure home. And here, it's like a big college for me. I'm blessed with the opportunity to move in whatever I'm passionate about, and the owner staff and every owners knew that I liked media and stuff. So they gave me the opportunity to call all the football games, and I'm absolutely loving calling football games. It's so therapeutic. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do on the weeks. And then also got a bunch of shows, got the What's Happening show after every single game. I let everybody know exactly what happened, no bluff, no stuff. So if your son is over here telling you he on the bench for a reason, I'm gonna tell you the real reason he on the bench, y'all. Mm-hmm. So if y'all want to know if y'all son good at football, call me. I tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? And then I also have the Tycat Weekly with Rick Zamperin and Matt Buckner, where we just talk sports and talk about everything. This week, y'all got to go look at it, watch it, and let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's extreme high level stuff sometimes, but we still keep it like real simple. Like I'm just over here doing a lot. I also help the players with player development, just trying to make sure our players here are being taken care of and heard. Any problems, you come holler at me. Got a bunch of players hurt right now. We want to keep them in the game, so get their transcripts, help them finish school. We really out here trying to like do real work, what I'm saying, like, and just not talk about it. So I'm proud to be a part of like Hamilton Sports Group.
Simoni, I must say, we started this show in September of last year, and you've probably been we have great guests all the time, but you knocked it out of the park. Our listeners are absolutely loving you right now. they want you to be a regular, so we might have to figure something out here.
Simoni, we have a awards show that's like, it's kind of like the Oscars. You might be receiving an award here for this performance, my friend.
Hey, don't make me blush, y'all. I still try to act tough. I don't get to hit nobody no more. So all I get to do is smile, yo. I'm like, I might got to go find some underground fighting in Hamilton somewhere if that exists.
Simoni, this has been absolutely fantastic. Enjoy the game on Saturday, and I'm sure I'll be reaching out again to have you on. All the best.
Nah, you guys have a great time. Thank you so much for inviting me.
All right, that's Simoni Lawrence. He's on the radio broadcast for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, of course, a legend there. Played linebacker for over 10 years, number 21. Started his career in Edmonton, but man, that energy, brother.
Wow.
Holy
That is fired up. That's what you want in the dressing room before. I can't imagine what he's like.
Imagine him on the field. That would have been awesome.
Wow, that was great.
Awesome. Absolutely amazing. We're for sure going to have him back on. But man, I knew he brought the energy.
Yeah. I remember him.
Yeah.
I don't know who I was talking. Dusty must have been talking to him back in the day, and I was watching it or whatever, and it was just, holy smokes, this guy's shot out of a cannon.
He's great. That was awesome. We got one more segment to go before Reed Wilkins, J-Mail, will take over the airwaves here. They'll be on from 3 to 6. We're back after the break. We'll reveal who this. We'll spin the wheel and see who won as well. And we'll get Coob and Joaquin's number 2 player they're watching in the NHL. That intrigues them as well. That's all coming up. Here's Coob Sports Update.
Seahawks general manager and president of football operations John Schneider has signed a contract extension locking him up through the 31 season. And the Elks injury report sees Nick Anderson, Zach Mathis, Royce Mechie, and Michael Baudrick all absent today. Anderson out with a groin injury, Baudrick with a shoulder issue, Mathis due to a back injury. All 4 players missing practice yesterday as well. And after leaving back-to-back games early, Winnipeg's Zach Collaros has been ruled out this week due to a neck injury. Bombers rematching the Argos on Friday. And for the Jays, they took a game against the Orioles, winning 9-8 earlier. Toronto dropped 3 of 4 games in that series, but the Jays still lead the AL East up 4.5 games over the Yankees. 4 other games are live. Toronto's next opponent in Kansas City are runless against Atlanta in extra innings, while the Cubs lead the Brewers 8-3 in the 9th. And the Riverhawks are also in action. You can catch the game right here on any of EST's audio streams. They battle the Night Owls with first pitch at 7:05. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Avocado and feta dip, passion fruit cheesecake, and cocktails that taste like summer in a glass. Try the new feature menu at The Banquet. Refreshing, craveable, and made for sunny days. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Hey, we're back here for the final segment on EST Afternoons on this Wednesday afternoon. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up 3 to 6. And then we're back for the good old morning show with Tom Gazzola and Lieutenant Eric. I like that duo. They're a good duo.
Double A. Coop looks like he's a kidnapped victim being forced to go on camera telling everyone he's all right. Yeah, Hernan and I were talking about we probably should get something behind behind you there, Coop.
Well, Nasties were saying green screen, and I don't know what else to put behind here. So if you have any suggestions.
A green screen would be good, because then you could change it from show to show, right?
For sure.
Logo?
For sure.
I think that's what, and sponsors at a different sponsor. I think a green screen would look great.
Or something that just says the Coob or Coobalicious.
Well, he's not the only one back there.
Or Joaquin Coob. No, but we keep switching it for every producer.
Yeah, but that's why you get the green screen.
Ah, yes.
Right?
I guess that makes sense. I'll just shut up now.
Okay.
Hey, can we show the Who Dis number 5? And we'll get rolling on this. We're running out of time. We might have to move Face of the Franchise to tomorrow, guys. I mean, Simoni. I wasn't cutting him off.
No. We're trying to get him back.
Here it is.
Coob is just messing things up over there.
I'm fighting this thing. This mic is battling me right now.
LA Kings, Minnesota North Stars, Edmonton Oilers, San Jose Sharks, St. Louis Blues, Boston Bruins. Our top 5 today that came in the quickest. Aiden O'Neill got it even before we showed that. I don't know how. So he's in. Rob from the Grove is in. Jodes and Bonneville's in.
Jodes.
Schmitty the Welder's in. And the Big Uke's in.
All right.
Okay. And just so Gager can see my screen, it's a wheel with your 5 names. And we're going to go.
Okay.
And the winner is...
Where she stops.
Oh!
By a hair on Big Uke's beard. Big Uke!
Big Uke is on the board with 2 points. And the player is... Dun, 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 Todd Ellick.
Oh, I played with Todd Ellick.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you're going to be disappointed.
Right. Yeah.
Very skilled, he said.
Huge knob on his stick. No, it's like... It was massive. Like
This
it was
is like
real
an
weird.
anaconda taking down a pig.
But I can't. I played with him at the Spengler Cup.
Okay.
But he's so skilled. Wayne Gretzky said one of the biggest wastes of talent in hockey. He was so good.
He was good, man.
Yeah, he liked to drink too. He was just crushed night before a game. Scored a hat trick the next game though. So
hey, but check this out. He had 329 points in 448 games.
He was an unreal hockey player, man. It's a sick joke how good he was.
And then he spent like 12 years after in Europe, lighting it up.
On and off the ice.
So Todd Ellick is your who dis number 5. I don't know how Aidan O'Neill was in the top 5 because he got it before anyone, but good job. And the winner was Big Uke. And just to add to the sting of it, it was very close to being Aidan O'Neill, and it just slid over to Big Uke.
Oh, really? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Sorry, Aidan. If you look at Mark Stone's knob on his stick, like Ellick's was bigger. Ellick had it was crazy how big.
Is there a reason for that?
I actually changed the way I taped my sticks after that because I got big hands.
Yeah.
And when I'd sweat in the glove, it would just get slippery.
Okay.
And I'd find by the third period I wouldn't be able to really control my stick. So I started putting like way more tape where I actually hold it.
Okay.
So I could just subtle movements. I could change the angle, and it actually worked out way better because then I could direct rebounds too.
Oh.
It wouldn't just hit the stick and then flub off. I was way more stable with it. And it actually helped because just like in tennis, you kind of just imagine you get so many pucks shot at such velocity, hitting that stick, it just vibrates like crazy. Your elbow and your wrist start to get essentially tennis elbow and tennis wrist. So that actually deadened it a little bit more. So I didn't have that pain in my wrist after playing.
Well, Gil says, Gage, you're the knob expert.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
All right. Hey, give me your number 2 for most player you're most intrigued to watch this upcoming year.
Oh, down south, the lone wolf, Dustin Wolf. Let's see if he can not fall under that sophomore spell of not playing well. Yeah, I mean, a lot rests. The Calgary Flames' hopes of playoffs rest on his shoulders. He was phenomenal last year. I want to see if he can do it again because he's fantastic to watch.
Sophomore jinx coming in?
I don't know, man.
Because it is a thing.
It is a thing. And goaltending is such a different position. But I have to feel like that's not going to affect him just the way that he was able to perform last year and so close to getting his team into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right? The only thing that I worry about with him is, and I don't think it will, but is you're trying to repeat. I gotta be better than last year. I gotta do more. Like he has to find a way to still play within himself, and not have to chase success. If that's it's not the right way to say it, but I mean he's going to get better, obviously. But I think just to not put so much pressure on him to outperform the season prior. And just play his game every night.
I have a confession.
Uh-oh.
I almost picked Wolf as well.
Did you?
Yeah. I am so intrigued because for many people that watch Calgary on the regular said if it wasn't for him, they're not even close to being close to a playoff spot.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm intrigued to see if he's going to have to really backstop them to be close to a wild card spot.
Yeah, they had to play playoff hockey the last 2.5 months of the year, right? Then that takes its toll.
Who's the backup in Calgary now? Is Vladar left?
Is there a spot open?
Might be.
Might have to dust off the pads.
Here, I'm checking real quick. We gotta go. We gotta run here. We don't want to take up too much time. From the boys, Devin Cooley. Ooh. So Dustin Wolf's gonna play a lot.
Who?
The Devin Cooley guy's player from San Jose who got lit up that one game.
Oh, you're right. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got lit up completely.
So he is going to play a lot.
He's from Los Gatos.
Los Gatos. You know
Los
what that
Gatos.
means? The cats.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Lost Alligators.
Deaky Sparks, you ain't my daddy. What a line. Ha ha ha.
You ain't
Mike
my
the
daddy.
Michigan fan. The interview has to be nominated for an ST. Simoni Lawrence for Guest of the Year and the Hampton Sleeve Slam Dunk Guest of the Year. ST nomination for Simoni. Shout out to Simoni Lawrence. He was awesome. He brought the heat. We also did Hernan's World where we, three of us discussed our top 2 players we want to watch heading into the season. And we had to show our work. Connor Hrabchak from Winnipeg Sports Talk as Dylan Samberg signed a 3-year deal, and we just talked about the offseason. Who dis? Number 5. The big winner was the big U. Keys in. It's been 5 different people. Now it's going to get even more and more interesting because it's a point system. Everybody, we got 5 guys right now with 2 points. We'll do another one on Friday. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for watching us. We love you guys. For Koob, Walk, Hernan. See you later. Talk tomorrow.